Welcome back to the Shnick Grandma Memorial Tribute.
That was a nice way to put it, but eh.
Yeah.
Or a simple way to put it.
I mean, what, did you want it rude? Nobody likes it rude, especially when it comes to death.
Now, of course, like with the dog, I'm doing okay, but the family... Well, some members are doing better than others, let's put it at that.
So who took it? So who's taking? Wait, is this your dad's mom or your mom's mom?
Mom's mom.
Huh.
My dad's mom died over 10 years ago.
Oh.
And I didn't even know it until, like, years after that.
So is your mom taking this the hardest then, since it's her mom?
Yeah, and anytime I bring up anything having to do with her, she kind of breaks down.
Note to self, don't bring anything about that.
Well, here's the thing. She had gotten me a birthday card before her death, and when I brought that up, she's like, "You see, aren't you lucky?" And then she kind of broke down. Because my sister's birthday is in a couple of weeks, and I don't think she's going to be getting anything from her because of this. But I was thinking about trying to give her something in spirit, like for instance, I had to pay for both of our birthday presents, and she's supposed to pay me back. I'm considering telling her to just keep the money.
Yeah.
So
On a note away from sad things, considering what day it is today, were either one of you got pranked, or do you prank anybody today?
I have not been pranked yet. But you know what? Actually, I was pranked by Nintendo. Because they claimed that if you bought Smash Bros. 4... No, they claimed that if you spent money on the eShop, you would get gold points that would be used to get free stuff with my Nintendo. But then, suddenly, April Fools... only games work. DLC, themes, or anything else you spend money on does not count, no matter how much it is.
Yeah.
So I bought the Smash Bros. 4 DLC characters today, and that counted for nothing.
Yeah, today's April 1st, 2016, if no one knew that, and I've got pranked at all. I didn't get pranked today, before that, no, I haven't.
Other than that, I didn't get pranked.
Yeah, I didn't get pranked.
But did you prank anybody?
I kind of want to actually film something. I mean, it's going to be a little bit of a... Oh, for you, then it's kind of like, oh, I already saw this coming because Mario YouTube already told me about this, but for everybody else, it's going to be like, what the hell? I don't know. It's probably not going to be the greatest idea, probably because it's rushed, and I didn't really think about it, so...
Yeah.
Actually, to tell you the truth, I forgot April's 1st was April's Fool's Day.
It used to be New Year's Day. In fact, supposedly there's an old story saying that the reason why April Fool's Day exists is because supposedly people thought the New Year was on April 1st, but then when they realized it was January 1st, it's like, oh, that was a joke. I don't know, that's actually real, but that's a story I heard in elementary school where everything is real, where you read books about the Titanic and how the Californian was within just miles of the Titanic, and there was even ship members looking at the Titanic shooting fireworks with the Titanic's ass sticking up in the air, and apparently they still didn't know the Titanic was in trouble.
Oh, it might have been real because, you know, spring is the beginning of the spring. Some people's beginning of the year, like begin the year in spring and then in winter.
Spring forward, fall back.
Yep.
Oh.
And I am lost in this snow wasteland. How'd Bond get here?
I found a clock that I let go for 2 weeks. I didn't realize. Most of the clocks are on max clocks now, and just the one or two clocks you still have to set manually. I found one they haven't set yet. Because your phones, your computers, everything else is set automatically. Like, boop.
Yeah.
Power down communications dish. I wonder how you're supposed to do that.
Actually, I saw this video today. I think the video was called Angry Black Man Angry at April Fool's Day. It was something like that. And There's this one joke. Sorry to bring up death again, but there was this one joke where it's like, "Oh, your cousin died. April Fools."
I was watching a McJuggernuggets video recently, and there was a stupid kid who was saying, "Like my comment or your mom will die." Yeah, I'm sure that went over well with people who had to throw funerals for their moms.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever posted this comment, but I gotta say, not the videos themselves, the comment section on McJuggernuggets is cancer.
Yeah, but hasn't a lot of people already commented that?
Yeah, a lot of people comment that, but I'm adding a comment to that. I mean, I like me some Psycho Dad once a week, but I don't like reading the comments.
It's not even once a week. It's probably like at least once a month.
Yeah, that's when there's a new video, but I can't help but watch the videos occasionally. I just love that recent video where he puts his third Wii U in a wood chipper just to torture him into getting a job.
Yeah. Shit, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Wow, I completely forgot what I was gonna say. God damn it.
But anyways, you don't have to worry about bringing up the death thing again. Supposedly, I was told that it's a miracle she even made it like 20 years past my existence, because apparently she had a surgery shortly before I was born. And that because I guess her heart wasn't very good. So
That's good. At least you survived to see you and your sister grow up.
yeah.
Yeah.
So did she just die of old age, or did she die of anything in particular?
It was a sudden cardiac arrest, based on what I've been told. And no, she was not that old. She was in her late 70s, which by today's standards is not very old. Her sister-in-law lived to her early 90s. So let's...
So is she the last of your grandparents gone now? All four of them gone?
No, my grandfather on my dad's side is still alive, but he doesn't live in the United States, so...
Yeah. My last grandmother died when I was 5, and the 3 before that died before I was even born.
Yeah, the grandfather on my mom's side died months before I was born. And my grandma always theorized that I was him reincarnated because she claimed I exhibited similar traits to him.
I actually broke down during a grandparent day. I started crying because I had to do a little play on stage with grandparents, and I just broke down crying because I was the only one to have a grandparent there.
Wow. Alright, so what about you?
Sorry, I kind of phased out. What?
How many of your grandparents are still here?
The ones I know are still here.
Oh. Well, let's see, there's at least 4 of them.
I'm not really sure. I only know 2 of them.
Oh.
Yeah, the other 2 I don't know. But actually, I didn't even know you had 2 grandmas and 2 grandparents.
Well, generally,
God.
it's your grandmother and grandfather on your mom's side, and then 2 on your dad's side. Because obviously your mom and dad are not related by blood.
Yeah.
They're only related through marriage.
At least most of the time.
Yeah, let's face it, genetic mutations occur when you try to have kids and your brother and sister.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe the grandma and
Otis,
grandpa I know
out of my
is on
way.
the mom's side.
You are not invincible. Hang on.
Which would mean moving, and I'm gonna be closer to them. I mean, they live in Flagstaff, and I'm gonna be in Phoenix. Though apparently I heard that I have to take 2 car trips because we're not gonna fly there because we have to transport our stuff in the car. So we have to like travel long distance to like a hotel, and we're still not in Phoenix, and that takes all day. And then it's gonna take about another whole day just to get to the apartment that's already set up for us.
Gonna drive a moving van or just move it all yourself?
My guess is U-Haul, because my dad said that they're gonna sell the Taurus, the Ford Taurus. And plus, I mean, I think a good reason why they're selling it too, besides they don't really need it, is the fact that the AC is kind of broken. So, and plus, it's not like we have 2 drivers anyway. So, I mean, what's the point of having a Taurus and then a U-Haul? We're probably gonna get another car when we get there at some point.
Up. Alright. Up. Back to AK. Wait, I want to do the other SMG. The other SMG. Oh, thank you. Nice. New guns. This is how I'm enjoying Halo a bit more, because I started using more guns other than the human weapons.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, oh,
what?
Continue.
Continue? Well,
Yeah.
because the main thing is that the brutes are complete bullet sponge enemies, and I had a hard time killing them. But then I found if you take one of the brute weapons that like fires grenades, or like the hand pistol that like fires like the hand machine pistol, both of which have like a huge blade on them, and you just melee attack them twice and they go down. So, what were you gonna say though?
Was the video almost over yet, or we're still going?
No, we got 10 minutes.
Okay, then that's enough time. Alright, what I was gonna say is actually, I didn't really talk much in the previous video, so, I actually have a story that I had happen today, so I might as well just explain the story and, you know, talk. So, yeah, so basically, I went to the nurse today, actually, because my stomach was upset for some reason. So, I went there to see if the nurse had Tums, and it wasn't the usual nurse. I guess it was like a sub-nurse that was there all day. So, I go up to her and ask her if there's any Tums, and she said that they can't give them to me because they're prescription only. So, a nurse tells me that Tums are prescription only. Like, that sounds so ridiculous, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Sorry, I didn't enter an address. Because one of the guys from school was asking the address of my place, so that's cool. So
Wow.
continue.
So yeah. So I questioned her, it's like, excuse me? So, and then she tells me, oh, well, we can give you mints or cough drops. Like, fine, just take the mints, I guess, because she kind of suggested it. So, I take the mints, and I take one, and it does absolutely nothing about my stomach, so...
Yeah, like Mitt's stomach.
Yeah, and she told me, oh, it might work. I just took a mint just for the fuck of it, really, to be honest with you. So then, and I had a class when I was in there, so I went back to class, and I waited till the class was over. Then I go back to the same nurse, and I ask her the same exact thing, and this time she tells me that she doesn't have it. So, I'm like, oh, well, that's peculiar, because last time I was here, you told me that they were prescription only. It's like, yeah, they are.
Tums are prescription only.
Yeah, I still can't believe a nurse told me that. So, yeah, I told her that, and she's like, yeah, they are. Well, I looked them up on Google in case I need to show you proof, and no, they're over the counter. Oh yeah, I understand that. Well then, if you understand that they're over the counter, why did you explain to me that they were prescription only? Are you fucking retarded? I'm sorry, but like, if you're a nurse and you're telling a student that Tums are prescription only, and then later tells them that, oh, I understand. Yeah, you see that rectangle shape behind me? Yeah, that's called a door. Get the fuck out. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly.
apparently just passed the law today. Tums and Rolaids and they're all you prescription to get them now.
Yeah. So I'm like baffled at what she's telling me, and then after that she tells me that school policy says that they can't give me medications, but she can give me mints and cough drops. So then I questioned her, saying, well, are cough drops considered medications? And she told me, yeah, I mean, as long as they have in them a certain ingredient I don't remember in them. It starts with an M, but I don't know what it's called. So, and then she mentions some about another kind of cough drop, where it's like, okay, wait, so you're telling me that school policy says that you can't give me medications, even though cough drops are medications. Oh yeah, and some of them are actually, they only contain sugar. And
Like a placebo?
Oh, what?
Like a placebo?
I don't know what a placebo is.
Oh, you know?
Placebo means you have the illusion of experiencing an effect when the effect actually isn't taking place.
Like sugar, they call them sugar pills. She just eats that.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair though, I mean, if it only contains sugar, then I might as well just grab like a bag of sugar, like pure sugar, and just shove it down my throat, because that's gonna do the same amount of effect as a cough drop that only contains sugar. I mean, let's be honest. And I was so dumbfounded at what she said. Also, I was like, "Fuck this, I'm out," because I was done with her shit.
Yeah, I don't know how they invented it. Like placebos, like you give them a sugar pill and they think they're better somehow, so it makes them better. Something about your brain or something.
Yeah, I've heard that explanation before actually, but I didn't recognize them. Actually, I'm not even sure if I was told what it was called. Whatever. I don't know.
Oh yeah, and also back on the subject. Now, if you get caught with Pepto-Bismol, you get arrested.
Really?
Well, you need a prescription for Tums, so I guess Pepto-Bismol is legal.
Oh wait. No. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I mean,
stupid satellite.
yeah, and apparently, the school policy part is actually true, believe it or not. And it's like, okay, what am I gonna? What is this district thing I'm gonna do? Overdose on Tums? What is that? Why would anyone overdose on Tums? Because it tastes good or some shit?
You're gonna sell them on the black. You're gonna sell them on the black market. The Tums black market.
I mean, the version I have, they taste pretty good, but I mean, I don't eat them like candies. I'm not a freaking retard.
$5 a pop for one Tums. Like.
Get back here. You murdered Sean Bean. That's against. That should be a crime now, because Sean Bean dies in so many of his movies, I hear.
Actually, someone got kicked out of McDonald's for doing that, trying to sold drugs to old people in the lobby at McDonald's.
Well, as to be honest, it actually makes me question the policy. It makes me think, okay, so if I were to have Tums in my hand, and a staff member caught me holding Tums, would I get in trouble? Especially if I put them in front of the person. I mean, the only thing Tums do really is cure stomach aches and heartburn, and that's it. I mean, it doesn't get you high like fucking weed, you know? Or at least as far as I know of.
By the way, I somehow managed to kill a scientist in the level, yet the game did not fail me for that. So, you know what? Thank you, game. If I was playing Die Hard Vendetta, I would have been all the way back to the beginning.
Must have been a bad scientist.
Perhaps. But, yeah, Tums are not supposed to be a substitute. Like, if you have, like, severe chest pains, then you gotta go to a doctor. Like, Tums are just meant to tide you over, and for how long you're gonna see it's gonna last. But if it lasts for, like, more than almost a week, then go to the doctor, because you probably got something serious.
Yeah.
This has been medical advice from Vandalia, Shnick, and Mario.
We are the new Dr. Oz.
The new Dr. Oz.
Now your local YouTube page.
Yep. Anyways, we'll go see what Bond's doing. I don't even know. What's he doing with all the satellite stuff? He's just kind of walking around. Doesn't help that there's no voice act. Well, that's because it's an N64 game, but actually there was another James Bond game that did have full voice acting, so I could pay more attention to what the characters are saying, but... oh well.
We'll see you then.
Later.